Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Sethly here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Today we got some news on an update to Lifeline's story arc and her lore from Respawn's themselves, so I'm going to be going over that in this video. But before I get into that, I do want to say that I'm by no means an expert in storyline and lore from the Titanfall universe. I definitely played the game, but I did do my research now that I am making Apex Legends videos. I did my research on the history and the lore, but I'm definitely not an expert. So if you guys know more than me, make sure to comment down below if I got anything incorrect. But let's just get right into it. So when the game was released, it did come along with some lore for each and every character in Apex Legends. And if you guys haven't already read all of the storylines behind the characters, I'll be going over what we already knew before the new update to Lifeline's story arc that we got today. So I'll just go over that right now. It's not really too much. Basically, her real name is AJ Shea. She's 24 years old and she's from the planet Samaith. I probably destroyed that name. I am not good at pronouncing foreign planet names, I guess. Lifeline was once the child of wealthy war profiteers. She left home when she learned of the damage her family had caused, and then she enlisted in the Frontier Corps, a humanitarian organization that aids frontier communities in need, and she's since devoted her life to helping others, and then she joined the Apex games to fund the Frontier Corps with her winning. Now, if you guys don't know what the Frontier is, it's where the Titanfall universe is located. It's basically the deepest regions of explored space, and it's very, very big. But we do know that the Frontier isn't used in Apex Legends as of right now. Apex Legends actually resides in the Outlands, a remote cluster of planets on the outer edges of the Frontier. So after the Frontier War in Titanfall, the region of the Outlands actually saw an influx of settlers looking for new resources and lands in the wake of the war's destruction. And then at some point following the war's end, the island of Kings Canyon was chosen to be the site of the Apex games. Now that's pretty much all of the story and Lifeline lore that we did have before they made this release. Of some more news, it's actually a letter from a fan to Lifeline, so I'll be going over that right now. I'll make sure to show it on screen right now. It starts off by saying, "To Lifeline, a thank you letter from a fan." Then it goes on to say, "Dear AJ, for years I fought as a mercenary, be it at the tail end of the Frontier Wars or in a small conflict between colonies in the Outlands. The latter became my home," meaning that the Outlands actually became his home, the cluster of planets where Apex Legends actually takes place. Then he goes on to say that it wasn't his choice. He didn't have a choice to reside in the Outlands. The demand for mercenaries dropped when the war ended and the Apex games opened. He then says, "I'm old, beat up, and not exactly the type of person who qualifies as a legend. I had nothing, I had no one, until you came, Lifeline. It's because of you that I found my new calling as an artist. My enclosed piece is of the moment that changed my life." I'll make sure to show on screen what he's talking about. It's basically a drawing of him being saved by Lifeline. So he says, "My enclosed piece is of the moment that you changed my life, the moment you found me at my lowest on the edge of Prairie Canyon, a moment I will never forget." Now I'm going to stop right here because he mentioned Prairie Canyon, and if you guys are Apex Legends fans, then you know that the map we currently play on is called Kings Canyon, and due to the fact that he just said that he lives in the Outlands, this really makes me think that the Prairie Canyon could possibly be the name of a future map coming to Apex Legends, obviously due to the fact that Apex is located in the Outlands, and so is Prairie Canyon, as well as obviously Respawn has announced that in the future there will be new maps coming to Apex Legends. Obviously in Season 2 there was just an announcement where there would be some changes to Kings Canyon, so I'm actually expecting that there won't be a new map in the Season 2 release, but maybe in Season 3 we will be able to play on Prairie Canyon. But let's continue on with the letter. He said, "The moment you found me at my lowest on the edge of Prairie Canyon, a moment I will never forget. I had given up and accepted my fate to die alone and forgotten, but little did I know that someone cared. I thought the Frontier Corps lost funding, but you've dedicated your life to make sure that doesn't happen," obviously because she's fighting in the Apex games to fund the Frontier Corps so they can help all of the people that have been affected by the war. And then he said, "You healed me in more than one way. With your tireless efforts, I was able to start again." He then goes on to say, "Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for sharing your own story of regret and failure. I know your family, although they've made some questionable choices, would be proud. Kick ass today, your #1 fan." So that's the whole storyline arc that we did get from that letter that was released today. If you guys are wondering what he's referencing in the end about her family, he is referencing obviously the fact that her family was wealthy war profiteers in the Frontier Wars. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be updated every single day on all things Apex Legends. It's been your boy Sethly, and I'm out.